This is Student Pocket Guide with Backstage at Creamfields 2009. I am with Erol Alkan. Hello, sir.
Hello.
My last memory of you was when you came to Bournemouth with Annie Mac,
Oh, yeah.
track, 2020 Rocks,
Yeah.
an amazing night.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's the first time I saw you live.
Yeah. I had a nightmare.
Really?
Yeah,
What happened?
CD players were dying on me because it's a long story, but yeah, my bass frequencies sent the CDJs like going west, and it just killed it. Yeah, it kept stopping the CDs.
You couldn't tell. It was a wicked set.
Thank you. It was good fun. It was good fun. Don't get me wrong, but it's kind of slightly frustrating when equipment dies on you and it's going out live on radio. So.
Now, you were voted 2006 Mix Mag DJ of the Year. Huge accolade.
Yeah, it's nice.
What to get to that level? How much practice? For any guys watching online, budding DJs.
Yeah.
How much effort do you put into something like that?
I think you definitely reap what you sow in whatever you choose to do. I'm not someone who kind of like sat at my deck or stood at my decks and practiced night and day. Although everything, I kind of experimented a lot and found out what I really enjoyed and what I loved. And I think that's the one thing that's kind of translated to other people more so than any kind of technical ability or any kind of or any kind of perception of how good you are. I think it's just connecting with people, and you do that through music and through communication. I don't really, it's not nothing. I wouldn't say to someone like practice and practice and practice and you'll be the best DJ in the world or anything. I'd say like find what you are generally excited by and pursue it, and maybe one day other people will agree with you.
And maybe one day you'll be standing here getting interviewed at Creamfields.
Maybe, yeah.
Now, you've been remixing. You've done remixes for the likes of Milo, Block Party, Daft Punk. You work with those guys. What's it like to work with names like that?
It varies really. I mean, it can be a little bit intimidating if you're remixing, someone like Daft Punk or the Chemical Brothers, people who you probably like look up to in a big way. And then at the same time, when you're remixing something by who is at that point an unknown, you can pretend, you have this other kind of energy that it's kind of inspiration to try and make this thing that you really believe in, like connect with other people, So everything's kind of varied. Everything's different, and there's certainly like not one particular way to approach a remix. Apart from the fact that you just want to make it, better than it was already. Yeah, last year was good fun. It was nice. I was on before Ian Brown and after Annie Mac, I think. Yeah, no, it was cool. It was good. I mean, it's always, to be honest with you, it's always good fun, like to play in Liverpool or Manchester or north of England, or the crowds are kind of up for it.
And Northerners better than Southerners?
I wouldn't say better. I would say they're different, and I count everyone as an equal. So I wouldn't say they're better or worse. But I do, it is certainly kind of it's more excitable, for sure.
And as far as DJing is concerned, the big debate, Serato, Max, over MP3s and CDs and CDJs. What do you play on? What's your view on that?
I play on mainly CDJs, and with Pioneer Desk, like the kind of the standard norm of what they are. It's something that a lot of people have debated about a lot, and there's far more to it than just what you choose to use. It's far more to it than if you just use CDJs or vinyl, and if you just use Serato or Tractor or anything. If you use badly encoded MP3s on a computer with a bad sound card, then it's going to sound bad. But if you there's a way of if you use WAVs on Serato and stuff like that, it's going to sound cool. It's just every situation is different, really. And I don't really kind of like tell people what to use or what not to use, because I've got to see some DJs play out and they're just playing. It sounds like shit. You can tell it's like a 96 kps MP3 on Serato, and they're playing it at ear-splitting volume with no bass at all. But then everyone's going absolutely mental. Do you know what I mean? So you can't really go. It's all in the art. It's all it's all relevant in an individual situation. So I don't really tend to kind of preach on that. You know?
What does the next 6 months have in store for Erol Alkan?
Working in my studio hopefully every day,
Album?
making original. Yeah, I'm working on a whole load of different projects at the moment. Like, I'm doing an original Beyond the Wizard Sleeve record, and I've already got like loads of tracks for myself anyway. If I wanted to put it out as Erol Alkan, I just need to do that final 25% to kind of nail it really. So yeah, there's loads there. It's just a case of like trying to put a vision together, you know.
Thanks for your time. Have a wicked Creamfields 2009, and when I'm back next year, I'll ask you what this year is like.
Good work.
Oh, good man. Cheers.
Thank you. First day.